Welcome back, everyone. When it comes to your makeup routine, sometimes it's best to skip the brushes and beauty blenders and just focus on your fingers. Here with a deep dive on the art of applying product with our digits is beauty boss Brittany Gray. Brits, I love that we match.
Yes, I love that too.
As a makeup artist, are you team fingers, brushes, or sponges?
Well, listen, I am really team everything, especially when it comes to doing makeup on other people, but when it comes to doing makeup on yourself, I love using my fingers. Especially since becoming a busy mom, I just find it saves time. It just really makes everything look seamless, easy, lived in. I love using my fingers, and also they heat up. They're a tool that heats up, which works really well with cosmetics.
Nature's beauty blender.
Yes,
right?
It
gets it all melty and perfect.
Yes.
So we're gonna start from the beginning.
Yes.
What makeup formulations are we going to want to be using if we are using our fingers?
Yeah, you want to opt for things like BB creams, skin tints, liquid blushes. Anything cream-based is really great. Cream eyeshadows, cream blushes. So anything that's really going to be easy to blend. You don't want to do your powders with your fingers.
Right.
Not going to be as cute.
Not really.
No.
It's not going to work out.
Yeah.
So you're going to show us how it's done,
Yes.
and we are going to bring our model Ash in. Come on in, Ash. Let's get you sitting here, and we're going to get a bit of a demo, and I guess we need to start with the base.
Yes, okay. So first of all, I just want to say I got a fresh manicure for you. I was doing gardening yesterday.
Thank you for that.
But for this, yes, it needed to be cleaned up.
New nails,
all
please.
Right.
And yours are real. They're not even press-ons, are they?
Oh, no, they're fake. They're beyond fake.
Okay.
Okay.
Same with mine, honey. Yeah,
yes.
right with you.
All right, so when it comes to the base, first of all, primer's really amazing to apply with your fingers.
Okay.
I actually hate using a brush. Even on my clients, when it comes to primers, you want to press it onto the skin, and the reason being is you want to actually press it right into the pores. So you want to do this kind of motion, and you can really feel where the primer is. Have you ever had where primers sort of ball off your face or your makeup starts to ball off? That's because your primer is just sitting on top of the skin. It's not seeped in. So use your finger, feel where you're placing it, and put that primer where you feel like your skin really needs it. And then when it comes to the foundation, what you want to do is just pick up a little bit of product. So this one's from Jones Road. I love this one. It's like a sheer tint. I put a little bit on the back of my hand. Also a really great opportunity to put in like a shimmering oil, okay?
That's nice.
Gonna make you dewy, gonna make you just, you know, like a glazed queen, which we love. So I'm adding a little bit of the shimmering oil. And then what you do is you mix them together on the back of your hand. So again, you're using your hand as a palette, your finger as a tool. You wanna do some dots all over the face, just like this. And then you just sort of blend outwards on the face in patting motions. I love to add more if needed, but you don't want to just put on a ton. You know those TikTok videos where people put like a ton of foundation and then they're just kind of like rubbing it together, hoping for the best? And then poor people out there are looking at that going, I need a lot of foundation to start. No, you need very minimal foundation to start. You can always add more tapping motions upwards, outwards, and also don't forget to use the palm of your hand. So what I like to do is pick up whatever's left, put it on the palm of my hand, rub it together, and then go down your neck and put it onto your décolletage. Because if your foundation kind of stops right here, it's just not gonna look as sort of like lived in and real. Also a great opportunity to pat in some of that shimmering oil right on the décolletage, and you look like, you know, you're ready for the runway.
Yeah, and you don't have then like a tanned face and a white body.
That's right, and when it comes to your concealer too, if you look up for me. So what you want to do is just, again, put it on right from the component itself. Put it right in the chin. I like it in the center of the forehead. You can also go around the nose as well. And then you want to use your fourth finger as a tool. So, and look up for me. So you just press this in. If you're not using your fourth finger, the other fingers are a little bit more rough, not as gentle. They could cause a little bit of premature aging if you're tugging around the eyes. So just use that fourth finger. Press it in. I like to just go sort of out towards the temple and lift up and out. It's gonna give you a bit of a lift. And again, around the nose as well. On the chin, pat that in. And you can kind of just see how easy it is. It just really makes Ash's skin look like skin,
beautiful.
Which is what we want.
That skin underneath the eyes, as you say, it's really thin. That's why you've got to be really delicate with it.
You do. You have to treat her just like a little baby under there.
Just a little baby.
Little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's looking gorgeous. So her face is like done. We need to give her a little bit of a glow. Like, let's give her some no fuss flush.
Let's do it. Okay, so first of all, don't be afraid to contour with your fingers. I know that that seems like a bit of a weird concept because a lot of people use brushes to blend out contour, but I love to just take something. Now this one's from Merit. It's really sheer, it's really balmy.
Okay.
And you can kind of see that I'm not going too dark with the color, right? Like I'm not going aggressive, because if you go, you know, too many shades darker than your skin tone, it's going to be a bit of a, you know, a challenge to blend in, okay? Right. So again, with the contour, now I'm not rubbing as much, I'm doing tapping motions in the hollows of her cheeks just to give her a really nice sort of lifted look. And I also love to do it again along the top of the hairline, and I put a little bit on her nose as well. Now for blush, you can take something like a Flush Bomb. This is also from Merit. Smile Your Cheeks for Me.
Oh, nice.
And just pop that onto the cheek, apple of the cheek. And of course, it looks a little much right now, but when you blend it outwards and upwards, it gives this stunning, like rich-looking glass skin flush, which I don't know about you, but I want rich-looking glass skin flushed.
Absolutely.
Skin.
It looks so nice, and I just think the other thing about using your fingers is that you don't get into the habit of putting on too much.
That's right.
Put on a little blend, put on a little more blend, and it's easier to build up than to take off.
Yes, and
so
the other thing too is you can do highlighter as well. So if you turn your cheek, this is Do You by Fancy Face, and you just want to pat this on the high points of the cheekbone, and it will give you sort of like that radiant flush. Turn this way, other side. So just tapping it out here, and you can see that it just gives her that almost like lit from within kind of look, tapping that on the nose, above the brow bone.
Anywhere the sun would hit her.
Just stunning.
Very nice.
We're loving that. Yeah.
No, we got eyes.
We've got eyes.
We've got eyes.
Okay, so for eyes, let's keep it really simple. I'm gonna give her a little bit of a subtle smoke.
Okay.
So I'm using this here. Just press right into it. See, you can see it's got some depth to it. So what you don't wanna do is start too high on the eye. You wanna start kind of right around this region here. Again, little bits, and then you can always add more. So I'm gonna add a little bit more, keep blending it out, and open. Just gives her a subtle wash of like a subtle smoke.
Lovely.
And then press, there we go. Press, 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 keep going. And open, so we have a little bit of a, you know, little subtle smoky eye.
A little something, something there.
I'm gonna use a liquid shadow on top of it too, actually. And just kind of press a little bit of life into the top and close.
Everything but the powder.
Everything but the powder. Look, we've got almost a full face here.
Well, she's looking just so iridescent, and I love that. Like the way it's built one on top of the other, the layers. But that melting of the makeup really does make it sit beautifully on the skin. And finally, let's give her a nice pout.
Okay, so when it comes to the pout, what I really love to do, and obviously this is, you know, a finger makeup segment, but I love doing this regardless. So just pout your lips for me. You always want to press your lipstick into your lips. I find if you have too much on, it doesn't look lived in, it doesn't look bitten, it doesn't look like you know, are just so effortless with your makeup routine. This is a shade called Margot by Fancy Face, and it's really just like a really stunning kind of like spring, summer, pop of color. And I did want to just finish with one really fun trick for you, okay? So everyone loves the winged liner, right? Most people struggle with wing liner.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard. So what I recommend doing is get a brown pencil, close your eye, actually open your eye for me. So what you want to do is right on the edge of your eye, just do a little dot. So you just do a dot, and it sounds a little crazy. I'm getting a good dot in there. And then what you do is you take your finger, the edge of your finger, you grab the liner, and you do a little lift and open.
Not bad.
And it gives you just this subtle smoky eye.
Not bad.
Subtle lift. Yeah, it gave her a little lift. It's like an easy little trick. Something that I love to do. And
incredible application and really good modeling there. Good for you. That was really, really great.